I've been waiting a very long time for AI Limit, and it's finally available for all to download. And thanks to Sense Games, I've had the opportunity of playing the game in its entirety before its release, and that's exactly what I did. I played the entire game, uncovered as many secrets as I could in hopes that it would be rewarding in the end. However, before I get into my thoughts on AI Limit, this video is not sponsored. I did reach out to the team and request early access to make this review, but that's all I got. I intend to share my honest opinion on the game, and you can choose for yourself if you'd like to try it out. So in this video, I'll basically give you an idea of what you're getting yourself into and my opinion on the experience. Anyways, let's get it popping. So, what is AI Limit? AI Limit is a game about humanity and its struggles as the world around you is on its last legs. You wake up as a nameless blader, seeking answers about who she is, what her purpose is, and what's happening to the world around her. From that point, your journey begins. Humanity has faced many struggles, and within your journey, you'll learn more about these struggles and help those around you. Now, this is a Souls-like anime action RPG that seems to be heavily inspired by Code Vein with its execution on combat and story. This is a dark game with decently fast combat and a ton of different paths, branching storylines, and multiple endings. It's important to note that this game is the result of PlayStation's China Hero project, an investment project that provides Chinese developers with the resources needed to not only develop their games, but promote them outside of China by utilizing PlayStation and their marketing power. While this game is promoted by PlayStation, it is also available on PC via Steam with DualSense controller support. If you're wondering how much time you'll need in order to complete the game, I could have completed it around the 20 to 25 hour mark, but I went secret searching and aimed to find as many hidden storylines and enemies as I could, which led to me playing for just under 40 hours, and I still didn't find and complete everything. This also resulted in finding a ton of cool gear, including weapons that have some of the sickest abilities. Some of these weapons and clothing are really well hidden, requiring you to look around for hidden ledges and other platformable objects to find secret locations with hidden gear you'll definitely want. Now, let's talk about the gameplay systems. There's this sync system that forces you to strategize instead of mindlessly spamming abilities and will help you lean towards a specific playstyle. The sync gauge also determines how much damage you can do to an enemy, which abilities you can use as well as when, and your sync can also leave you staggered if you run out. There's also special abilities on each of the weapons, with very powerful special weapons out there that you have to find and level up on your own. A lot of you are probably asking if the game is actually challenging. Well, I won't say I'm the best gamer out there because we all know I'd be lying, but I did find that some of the bosses just took me some time to get used to in terms of their attack patterns and what was possible to take advantage of. For me, I decided to parry my way through a lot of the content, which forced me to learn different parry windows at different speeds and how enemies were going to attack. This approach may have taken me much longer than most players, but this way of playing the game provided a significant challenge for me. There were even many moments where the environment was playing against me, with more enemies than I could handle with my style of play. I'm not going to load you up with all the mechanics that I learned within the game as well as how they work, but I want to give you my opinion after experiencing the entirety of the game in the most spoiler-free manner possible. This game definitely met my expectations, but due to some issues such as the sound cutting out before important cutscenes, a few freezes near the end of the game, sound effects endlessly looping, and the combat getting easier instead of harder near the end, this game couldn't exceed those expectations. I went into this game knowing that it was going to be similar to Dark Souls, with a hint of Code Vein in the combat. I played the demos, so I knew the different combat styles, especially after fighting the final boss in one of the previous demos. My experience with the game was one of frustrating fun, and I mean that in a very Souls-like manner. If you're not malding, then the game is too easy. If you're malding too much, then the game might discourage players from continuing and completing the game. However, this game felt just right. AI Limit had enough depth to experiment with the various weapons, toy around with different skills, and optimize your character in a way that will allow you to deal damage while remaining a bit tanky, which gives players enough to push forward regardless if you're the type to care about skill expression or if you just want to push through so you can continue the story. The story was one that I really enjoyed, but where it fell off for me was the ending that I received as well as the bosses at the end of the game. Without spoiling anything, it just felt too easy after a specific boss. If you were to ask me if you should pick this game up, I'd recommend it to anyone who's into anime Souls-like games. games with a specific art style to them and contains that feel throughout the entirety of the game. If you're one that likes difficulty and secrets to explore with a decent story. But I would tell you to stay far away from it if you don't like a challenge or don't like anime, as well as Souls style games. This wouldn't be the game for you. Now, for the rest of this video, I'm going to show the first half of one of the bosses that gave me a bit of a hard time. Of course, I'm only going to show you my good run while defeating one of the bosses, but remember, this is a spoiler and it is a bit far into the game, so I will understand if you want to cut the video here. Let me know what you think of AI Limit in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe for more game reviews such as this one. Have a wonderful day, stay healthy, stay safe, and stay chaotic. Peace out, everyone.